Hello everyone. So I ordered one of these nail carts or makeup carts on Amazon. This one particularly was $80. Now I am not a nail tech and I'm not a makeup tech. Okay? I'm an artist and I thought these look really cool. So out of the box, this is what it looks like. It is, I think, the 4 or 5 leveled one. I'm assuming that the other boxes are located in the bottom part, which this is the bottom. So I'm going to get this out. I don't have my tripod set up, so I will return when I get this plastic off. So I got the this pink diamond pattern. Was not my first choice. I will tell you that right now. But I am a cheapskate, and this was the one that was the cheapest and that would come to me fastest. Now, I would have preferred the black. And you can see it sparkles. This just kind of feels like a smooth, plasticky over thing. So, what I may do, to kind of tone down the Barbiness of it, I may go ahead and try and paint over it using whatever. Maybe I'll spray paint it. Maybe I will just do different patterns or whatever and see how it works. Because I'm not a big fan of the Barbie princess sparkle stuff. Not my thing, but you know, I am looking for organization of my art supplies, so that was my primary focus for getting one of these. So I flipped it over, so that was the bottom. These are the wheels. That kind of, I mean, I guess if you're going to be tilting it, but this is, you can see this is kind of the way it comes. This was on the top. I don't know what's going on here. I'm really hoping, I'm thinking that the other two are located in here. So, hold on. Okay. And there they are. So, let's see. Let's just take this out without dropping everything. Now, this is the inside. A fair amount, a little bit less than I thought. This is what I really don't like when people do these videos. They don't really demonstrate how large they are. They do really, really crummy videos, honestly. So, but let me get it kind of put together. This is 2 more. This, I guess, is the top. And then it goes on top of this. So there's supposed to be some inserts. So we'll see on how that. There's a lock. Yeah, there's some inserts in that one. So we will see. I mean, otherwise it feels pretty sturdy. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. So that's good. Again, I thought this would be a little bit larger, but you know, this was $80. On Amazon, so we'll see. And again, I'm feeling this. It feels really sturdy, actually. It does not feel cheap, which I was kind of worried about. The handles feel pretty solid. The locks feel pretty substantial. They do have the capability of being locked, so these are that. It really does feel really substantial. I'm very pleased with that. I was really worried. These are the carts that come out. Again, they feel pretty substantial. You know, there's the keys right here. That's the keys for the unit. And another bunch of keys. So, lots of little air things. So yeah, this feels pretty substantial. I'm very pleased with it, actually. I think it'll give me a lot of room. I'm planning on actually, when I get done, I'm going to do another video and I will show you what I'm going to do with this. Again, I am not a nail tech and I am not a makeup tech. I plan on putting art supplies in these. I do a lot of crafting and art supplies, so I thought this would be a really good case. I can put my paper in there. I can put some brushes in here, some paint, and other things. I also work with stencils and stamping and everything, and they've kind of overflowed, if you can see over there, they've kind of overflowed into various different carts. So my hope is that I will be able to... Now, I thought, honestly, that there would be 2 of these. It looks like there's really only 1 of these. I thought there would be another insert for this, so I'm kind of disappointed in that. I thought there would be more that, and I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so I didn't lock that, so little tricky to make sure they get into the grooves correctly. You want to lock that down. Again, these have keys as well. I don't know if they're just the same key. I'm assuming so. But then over here, it's a little, you know, it doesn't fit into a specific groove, but you can lock it. And then it won't move around. There is the... Now on the one video that I saw, it actually had a strap that was strapping it to it, so it would be more attached to the thing. So, and again, you know, you want to kind of make sure that it's locked or everything will fall out. Now, yeah, and it's pretty solid. And then this is the top one. So there's one large one, one medium one, top one that has these. Again, I thought there would be another one of these, but you may be able to buy these little divider things. And I think you can, well, you can't really adjust that. So, I don't know. Yeah, more keys. There's tons of keys everywhere. So, it looks like they're all pretty much the same key. Like they're not different keys or anything. But it kind of, it's a little disappointing this kind of moves around like that. It's not using up the entire space. So you kind of got this, what are you going to do with this? So again, I'm really disappointed that I thought there would be more of these inserts in here. And I thought that there would be more dividers. So you can see the little grooves here. I thought you could, oh, well, actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. You can. Okay. So these do come out and you can adjust them. I think these you can't, but these you can divide. So I may have to look online, but see, you've got this gap here and this thing moves around. So, and that's really the only one for this case. And then this is the top. So again, that's the back. So you want to go and push that out. Again, you know, it'll be kind of wobbly. It's not really in a groove. And then here is the lock to lock that one down. And then you want to go over to the other side. And again, I'm not really into the pull. Oh, okay. Okay. That's weird. Aha. Okay. All right. So here is the strap that I saw. So basically I need to take it off and flip it around. Sorry. Again, it's a little tricky to kind of get it into that groove. And then lock that down. And then lock that down. And then this is the strap. So you go up. All right, this is not working for me today. Okay. It wants to go back. So there, and then you can just do that, and then it'll support it a little bit better. But anyway, so that is the finished cart. Now, so one of the other things that really kind of bugged me about a lot of these videos and photographs is that it doesn't show you the height of what something is. So let's take a doorway. That's about, so yeah. So that's that. I'm about 5'2", and so it reaches. So I've managed to get my stuff kind of into the unit, and there actually surprisingly seems to be a lot of room. I have not gone through all of my art supplies. Not all of my art supplies are obviously going to fit in here. But I am surprised at the level of room that there is. There's a bit of head space here, so there's tons of room still kind of underneath here, so you can kind of, you know, fit a lot of stuff in here. I have a watercolor, I have my gouache palette in there. I have this little thing that I got at Michael's that I have some more pens and stuff. Underneath here, I have, you know, a little jar of Dorland's medium. There's a lot of space, actually. I have to kind of organize this a little bit better, but as you can see, my brushes, I've got more brushes that I'm going to try and sort through, and palette knives that will fit in here quite nicely. They'll be long enough. I wouldn't be able to fit anything longer. On that side, surprisingly, so I wanted to put my little craft paints in there, and unfortunately, when I put them, if I put them in here, standing up, they're going to be too high, and they're not really going to fit very well. So this I put in kind of my stamping materials. I have my X-Acto knife, I have some palettes, I have a larger distress stamping thing, and then a couple of extra stuff. I want to kind of organize this a little bit better. I think what would work really well for this right now is if I have other boxes, like boxes to hold things in so they're a little bit neater. We'll keep, you know, things kind of neater in here. Here I've got my glues, I've got my stamping things, a little pair of scissors, that kind of stuff. But what is kind of nice, I was looking to see if these would fit. These actually fit quite nicely. Now you can't get 2 layers, so you would just be, I don't know how many are going to fit in here, but I could get probably 2 layers, and there's no clearance. So there's no clearance issues. So that's really actually nice, because I did want to conclude some of my craft paints. Now, what I'm concerned about is that, you know, this is a really nice, clean, nice liner. And so what I think I'm going to do, because art supplies get messy, and I want to keep things looking nice at least for a little bit longer, so I may get some shelf liner and put it in there just in case I have any leakage or anything like that. But these little craft paints do fit in here quite nicely. So I could put 2 layers of assortment of craft paint, which would be really kind of nice. I have lots of craft paint in another bin, but I wanted to kind of have a variety of my art supplies so I could just kind of drag it around with me whenever I wanted to do that. So this actually seems like it's going to work for my purposes. I had a lot of extra containers. I had that unit that was holding my gelatos, and these are all my gelatos that I own, and I have a pretty much full complement of gelatos. This, I don't know if they've made any more. So this is a pretty nice selection of my gelatos, which are water-soluble crayons. And I really like them. I've lost some of the lids on them. But it's nice because now I can sit them upright and I can kind of more easily see what color I want. And then as you can see, I have my stamping pads that I can easily kind of get out, and they kind of stack up quite nicely. These little inserts, you can arrange them a little bit better. I didn't know if I was going to be able to move them or not. So that was actually kind of nice. And as I said before, there's my cat. As I said before, there's a little bit of a gap. So I don't know, I can fit a couple of rulers in here, but it's kind of I don't know what I'm going to put in this space because it's kind of a weird space. So I don't know, maybe a smaller pad of paper. I don't know what I'm going to do with this little gap here, because it feels a little bit like wasted space, quite honestly. I don't know what to put there. Something that's narrow and long. And the only thing that will fit right now are my rulers. So, I mean, maybe some palette. I mean, that would work. You know, I mean, you have to be able to get back into them. So, but I had these over in here. So, I don't know. I mean, these are kind of small. You could fit that in here. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try and be able to use that space a little bit better. Now, I was hoping that my paper cutter would fit in here, and unfortunately, it does not. So, it doesn't even fit in diagonally. And I've kind of filled this up pretty full. Now, this is all of my paper. I mean, I have tons more notepads and paper, watercolor stuff. But these are the active ones that I have. I mean, it's plenty. I mean, as you can see, it fits a pretty fair amount. I have watercolor pads. I have small ones. I have these in here. So, you know, you could probably fit a nice complement of a variety of art pads. Sorry, my room is really messy. I also stuck in, I work with, what is it called? Jelly printing. And so these are my jelly prints that I work with collage. Now, I probably could fit my jelly prints in here as well if I wanted to do jelly printing. So, you know, it's just a matter of how much stuff you want to cart around with you. So I probably could do my jelly printing. I probably could fit my rollers in there. So I'm just going to kind of play around. I have a lot of art supplies and a lot of craft supplies. And I kind of wanted to make sure that they were kind of all, pardon me, consolidated a little bit more. I have various, the plastic storage bins over there. I have those filled with stuff. I've got a whole one that's filled under those scarves, filled with just markers and pens and stuff. And I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to fit those in there too, but as you can see, I don't. So I have to kind of be a little bit selective. So again, this unit works really, really well, especially if you don't have a totally massive amount of art supplies. But even if you do, it gives you the flexibility to be able to put a variety of different supplies into it. If you travel with them, if you want to cart it around to various places, you can cart it around. I'm going to put a folder in there. I have another folder and it's filled with my my templates and my stencils. I probably can't fit it in there. It'll be thick, but I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to fit it in there. So, you know, I might take something out and then be able to cart that around. So that works really well. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm quite pleased with the size. It works well for me. Pardon me. As you can see, this isn't even full yet. And so, but I think I'm going to buy some more kind of, some more boxes to kind of keep things kind of together. I don't want to junk it all up. I have these stamps. I have my distress inks. You know, so it gives you a little bit of flexibility in terms of providing space and storage to be able, especially just to travel with it. I mean, that's one thing I really, really like. One thing I really don't like about the way storage stuff is for craft supplies is that it's very limited. It doesn't really, it's like either for this craft or that craft, but it doesn't allow you to just kind of store stuff and have it encapsulated. I've looked for things for craft supplies and they're drawers, but you can't take them with you. You can't just shuffle around with them. Like if you're going to a vending space and you want to do some work there, it's not enclosed. You know, you have this kind of stuff, but again, it's not enclosed. It's not, doesn't allow you to kind of put a variety of stuff in here. And I could swap it out as I go along. So overall, and again, I am sorry that I probably have been videotaping kind of wonkily. I apologize. We'll see how this video goes. But I wanted to kind of give you an idea of how much stuff and storage this does give. So I may make another video and it's a little bit better and a little bit less wonky, but I wanted to do it because I had not really, I'd seen these units. I'd seen these units on YouTube and on various places. And when I went to get my hair done, a lot of the salonistas have these little carts. And I thought those are really, really cool. And they put all their, you know, they put their hair dryers in them and everything. Or if you're a nail tech or whatever, you've got nail supplies, but no one that had tried it with art supplies. So I hope this video is helpful for you if you are an artist. Apologies for the mess back there. Again, I'm in the current process of trying to consolidate and organize my space. So this was one project. And again, I'm not a big fan of the Princess Barbie stuff. Not that I have anything against Barbie, but I'm gonna later on I might play around with that and I will talk about whether or not this can be, but I mean, they've got black. So if you wanted to pay more money at the time and wait for it later, you can probably pay a black. I was just impatient. Anyway, all right. Thanks. Bye.